Crypto Wars. It's Soldier Crypto back at it again. It's the 23rd, Saturday, 23rd of January, 2021. Market is still down 12% for the week. If you have the money, not financial advice. This would probably be a great time to be getting Bitcoin on sale. We saw Bitcoin drop down to at least, what was it, like 26K on some exchanges. Let's have a quick look. Once the chart pulls up here over the past 20, let's go 7 days. 7 days, and see how low did we go? How low did we go? So this one is saying 29K. Hearing or seeing different news reports are saying that it dropped to 26K on some exchanges. Great opportunity again to be getting Bitcoin on the dip. And again, not financial advice. Of course, always, as always, do your own research. Over the past 24 hours, everything else is pretty much trading sideways, as we can see. ETH is still up over the past 7 days, still 7%. Polkadot, 38% for the week. Cardano, 15% for the week. XRP, 2% for the week, but just trading sideways over the past 24 hours. Chainlink, still pumping, as we can see, 21% for the week, 12 for the day. Litecoin is down, trading sideways pretty much. Bitcoin Cash, down a little bit. Binance Coin, sideways. Stellar, down just a little bit. Let's get into it. Guess what? Retail investors aren't the only one that got shaken out from this FUD news about the double spend, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, problem that did not happen on the Bitcoin network. We have Next Tech AR Solutions, all right, sells its treasury Bitcoin holdings and books a profit. Short term, as it they'll see in the long run, you know, in hindsight, a year from now, that they shouldn't have sold. But here it is. Vancouver, British Columbia, January 22nd. Next Tech AR Solutions. These are their ticker symbols on various different exchanges. A leading provider of virtual and augmented reality experience technologies and services for 3D AR advertising, e-commerce, education, conferences, and events. Today announced it has sold its Bitcoin ownership of approximately 130 Bitcoins and booked approximately 200K in profit. The CEO commented, "Our investment in Bitcoin in the past was part of our capital diversification strategy with the intent to maximize long-term value for our shareholders. This sale reflects our awareness that something potentially has changed with Bitcoin, which is seen as the digital version of gold. The news that has emerged is that a critical flaw called a double spend may have occurred." He said may have occurred. I guess he was trying to beat everyone out the door by selling his Bitcoin. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And I guarantee you they'll regret it in a year or two. May have occurred, which, if true, allows someone to spend the same Bitcoin twice, undermining the faith in the system. If the system is built on scarcity and faith in this system, then a double spend would eliminate both, essentially destroying the store of value it was meant to be in light of its potential outcome. I have decided to move to cash as the story is still unfolding. And now he will have to buy at a higher price, basically erasing the 200K in profit that they gained from selling their Bitcoin. And again, weak hands will get shaken out. Weak hands will sell at just any news. If you've been in this game for over a year, you got some strong hands, people. All right? You can hold on. Don't be fazed by these false news, this fear, uncertainty, and doubt news being spewed out there by the likes of big institutions. Because you know where the news came from? BitMEX Research. BitMEX Research was the one that released the news. I wonder what they have to gain by saying that Bitcoin might have had a double spend on the network. Next, institutions keep buying Bitcoin's dip Despite near-term volatility, the data has shown institutions and whales have continued their Bitcoin purchases. On-chain data shows. Data from on-chain data site Glassnode shows the number of addresses with 1,000 or more Bitcoin, often called whales, continue to increase this week while Bitcoin's price dropped, dipping below 30K on Thursday. The count of such addresses dropped in late December and has spiked again since the beginning of 2021. However, the ratio of Bitcoin transfers involving all exchanges to all Bitcoin transfers network-wide has gone up, indicating that most transactions were done through over-the-counter deals, a preferred approach by institutional investors. So they aren't affecting the price as they're purchasing these Bitcoin. They're doing a lot of over-the-counter deal that doesn't reflect on the exchanges, where it's not going to show up on a CoinGecko or a CoinMarketCap. But the on-chain data suggests that they are filling their bags. As we can see, the orange line represents number of addresses with balances over 1K Bitcoin. And this is the price. We saw the price dip, and look, an increase in the amount of addresses with 1,000 Bitcoin or more, increasing the amount of Bitcoin into those addresses. So these institutions are buying over the counter and filling their bags. So congratulations to Nextech AR for, having weak hands. And also to anybody else out there that got scared off by this sudden dip instead of trying to purchase more on the dip. One example of a large buyer during a dip occurred early Friday when MicroStrategy, we all know who they are, announced that it bought 314 more Bitcoin for $10 million during the latest market sell-off. And again, we're going to continue to see these types of buys from large institutional players, people that don't have weekends. It's institutions that don't have weekends and keep filling their bags. Don't sell your Bitcoin to these people. Bitcoin, again, I keep stating it over and over. Bitcoin was made for us, was made for the people, not for institutions. All right. Next, this is really big news out here. Amid blackouts and police raids, Iran weighs benefits of Bitcoin mining. So they're trying to FUD it over there in Iran. Okay. Iran joins Pakistan as a cryptocurrency superpower in the Middle East, owing in part due to cheap, heavily subsidized electricity prices, as well as a boost in activity following an approval of Bitcoin mining as an industrial activity for power plants in 2020. It's been estimated that there are well over 1,000 legal entities currently engaged in mining activities. So they're trying to, quote unquote, flush out the illegal, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, the illegal Bitcoin miners. Again, you don't need a government entity to tell you that it's okay to join the Bitcoin network, that it's okay to mine Bitcoin. And this is what they are trying to spin here and make it seem like only that, well, there in Iran, that their government is allowing their people to get into the space. All right, authorities have moved to shut down at least 1,000 illegal farms in recent months, and Bitcoin spot prices have been mispriced at time relative to the rest of the world due to high demand as investors flee the rapidly inflating real. There was way before, in the middle of 2020, there were stories coming out that in Iran, Bitcoin was already at 20K. That it already had hit 20K, according to the Real USD exchange rate. All right, authorities have been quick to blame Bitcoin mining for the outages. So they're having a lot of outages out there in that country. It's not due to Bitcoin mining. They're trying to spin it and make it seem like if you, as a regular citizen in Iran, have your own Bitcoin mining farm or just a few machines or whatever the case is, that you're contributing to the blackouts that's been happening. No, it's just that they have weak infrastructure over there, and it might be planned. It might be that they're the ones, the government themselves might be the ones shutting down the grid, shutting the grid off and blaming it on Bitcoin mining. This way people will start snitching and get those people arrested and get their mining rigs confiscated This way, the government could be the only one controlling it because they want to tax it heavily. That's the whole purpose of them regulating it, is so that they could tax it heavily and basically fund their government. All right, authorities have been quick to blame Bitcoin mining for the outages and have publicized police raids on illegal mining operations, but some experts think the government is simply searching for excuses for a long decaying power grid. Moreover, while retail mining may currently be acting as a scapegoat for the government, it's clear that authorities aren't entirely turning their backs on cryptocurrency. As recently as last month, Bitcoin was used to facilitate import payments from Venezuela. So these countries that have been blocked, sanctioned, throwing up air quotes again, sanctioned by the US government and, first world countries, so to speak, they're doing business with each other by using Bitcoin. They're actually buying, and they're actually facilitating trades. Okay, they're facilitating trades by using Bitcoin. So again, they're not turning their backs on Bitcoin. They're just trying to control it as much as possible. And again, Bitcoin is something that you can't necessarily control because it belongs to the world. All right, don't pay attention to the FUD. If I have anybody else watching over there in Iran, which I highly doubt. But, this to me is big news because we have a country that's trying to corner the market, so to speak, on Bitcoin mining, and they're doing trade, guess what, without using the US dollar. They're actually trading right now using Bitcoin. That, to me, is the big news today. Next. All right, so the race is on yet again for crypto ETFs as Valkyrie files registration. I'm not going to get too much into this one. We've seen since 2017 that everybody was trying to file for a Bitcoin ETF, and the SEC shut them down every chance they got. And now they are refiling again this year as there is more hype and more demand for Bitcoin and such, and crypto and other crypto assets. Let's discuss it in the comment section below. Smash up that like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And stay away from the scammers in the comments section. It's Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.